Boston Cream Cake. This recipe that makes 2 8 or 9-inch round cake layers. Part 1. Make the pastry cream, Crème Pâtissière. This is the filling and should be made first as it needs time to chill and set. Heat the milk. In a medium saucepan, gently heat the milk and a portion of the sugar, or all of it, depending on the recipe, until just simmering. Whisk yolks. In a bowl, whisk the egg yolks with the remaining sugar and cornstarch, or flour, until pale and thick. Temper the eggs. Slowly pour a small amount of the hot milk mixture into the egg mixture, while whisking constantly. This is called tempering and prevents the eggs from scrambling. Combine and cook. Pour the tempered egg mixture back into the saucepan with the rest of the hot milk. Cook over medium heat, whisking constantly and scraping the bottom, until the cream thickens significantly and comes to a full boil for about 1 minute. Finish the cream. Remove from heat. Stir in the butter and vanilla extract until smooth. Chill. Pour the pastry cream into a bowl. Press a sheet of plastic wrap directly onto the surface to prevent a skin from forming. Refrigerate for at least 3 hours, or until thoroughly chilled and firm. Part 2. Bake the vanilla cake. The cake is typically a light, buttery sponge or hot milk cake. Prep. Preheat your oven to the specified temperature, usually 350 degrees or 175 degrees. Grease and flour, 2 round cake pans, lining the bottoms with parchment paper. Combine dry ingredients, whisk together the flour, baking powder, and salt in a medium bowl. Set aside. Cream butter and sugar. If using a creaming method, beat the softened butter and sugar in a large mixing bowl until light and fluffy. Alternative, sponge hot milk cake. Beat the eggs and sugar until pale, thick, and ribbon-like. Add eggs and vanilla. Beat in the eggs one at a time, followed by the vanilla extract. Scrape down the sides of the bowl. Warm milk butter. Heat the milk and butter together in a saucepan or microwave until the butter is melted and the milk is warm, but not boiling. Alternate wet and dry. On low speed, mix in the dry ingredients in 2 or 3 additions, alternating with the warm milk butter mixture. Mix only until just combined. Do not overmix. The batter will be thin. Bake. Divide the batter evenly between the prepared pans. Bake for the specified time, usually 25 to 35 minutes, until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. Cool. Let the cakes cool in the pans for 10-15 minutes, then invert them onto a wire rack to cool completely. Part 3. Make the chocolate ganache glaze chocolate. Finely chop the dark or semi-sweet chocolate and place it in a heat-proof bowl. Heat cream. Heat the heavy cream and butter, corn syrup if using, in a small saucepan or microwave until it is steaming and just beginning to simmer around the edges. Pour and wait. Pour the hot cream over the chopped chocolate. Let it sit undisturbed for 5 minutes to melt the chocolate. Whisk. Gently whisk the mixture until it is smooth and glossy. Cool. Let the ganache cool slightly until it has thickened to a consistency that is pourable but won't immediately run off the cake. Part 4. Assemble the cake level. Optional. If necessary, use a serrated knife to gently trim the domes off the cooled cake layers to make them flat. Place first layer. Put 1 cake layer on your serving plate or cake stand. Fill. Whisk the chilled pastry cream briefly to make it smooth, then spread it evenly over the first cake layer, leaving a small border. Top. Carefully place the second cake layer on top of the filling, gently pressing down. Glaze. Pour the slightly cooled chocolate ganache over the top center of the cake. Use an offset spatula or the back of a spoon to gently spread it outward, allowing it to drizzle decoratively down the sides. Set and serve. Refrigerate the finished cake for about 30 minutes to set the glaze and firm up the filling before slicing and serving.